What? Should have had a mom.
That's a weird girl. Hey, girly girl. Girly girl.
Okay, that's almost funny.
There's a hole in the bucket. There lies a, there's a hole in the bucket. There lies a hole.
Then fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then fix it, dear Henry. Fix it.
With what shall I fix it, dear Liza, with what shall I fix it, dear Liza, with what?
With straw, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With straw, dear Henry. I'm chewing on some right now.
Straw.
But the straw is too long, dear Liza, dear Liza, the straw is too long, dear Liza, it's just too long.
Then cut it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then cut it, dear Henry. Cut it.
That girl has a lot of hair on the chest. Very lot.
With what shall I cut it, dear Liza, with what shall I cut it, dear Liza, with what?
With a knife, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a knife, dear Henry. A knife. We're at Boy Scout camp. You always have one. Be prepared.
Sweeper.
But the knife is too dull, dear Liza, the knife is too dull, dear Liza, too dull.
Then sharpen it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then sharpen it, dear Henry. Sharpen.
Is she gonna do that all right?
With what shall I sharpen it, dear Liza, with what shall I sharpen it, dear Liza, with what?
With a stone, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a stone, dear Henry. A stone.
But the stone is too dry, dear Liza, the stone is too dry, dear Liza, it's just too dry.
Then wet it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then wet it,
what shall I wet it? Dear Liza, with what shall I wet it? Dear Liza, with what?
With water! Dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With water! Dear Henry. Not spit, I saw that.
With what shall I fetch it? Dear Liza, with what shall I fetch it? Dear Liza, with what?
With a bucket! Dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a bucket! Dear Henry. There's one right there.
But there's a hole in the bucket.